Hello, if you're like me, you know the Undefeated 1969 is one of the greatest movies of all time. So today, I thought it would be fun if you put up a chair by the campfire and watch it again with the entire cast of then and now. I will tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they changed in 2023. Okay, let's see it together. Margaret is played by actress Lee Meriwether. She was 34 years old when filming in 1969, and now she's living a healthy life at the age of 87.
Just telling your sister-in-law here we heard the place is up for sale. Is that right?
No, that is not right, Mr. Benedict.
Oh, come on, ladies. We've come all the way from Natchez just...
Different. Because past was always in the past. The fellows would go back in time and help someone, you know, or
Colonel John Henry Thomas is played by actor John Wayne. In 1969, when filming, he was 62 years old, and sadly, on June 11, 1979, he passed away at the age of 72 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Sergeant's got a bell for him.
Well, thank you, Colonel. You've been a perfect host. Always heard of Southern hospitality. Now my men understand what... You come in that door, and Jim, you come on. He says, now let's hear the line. Now, he's already established a feeling for this scene.
Little George is played by actor Merlin Olsen. In 1969, when filming, he was 29 years old, and sadly, on March 11, 2010, he passed away at the age of 69 in Duarte, California, USA.
Little George?
Yes, sir.
Bring along that anvil. Any tools you can carry.
Yes, sir.
Colonel, anybody going with us to talk at their Mexican?
It wasn't a comfortable part of the game for me, but if you're going to play football, you better learn how to be at least tough. You don't have to be nasty, but you better be.
Colonel James Langdon is played by actor Rock Hudson. In 1969, when filming, he was 44 years old, and sadly, on October 2nd, 1985, he passed away at the age of 59 in Beverly Hills, California, USA.
I'm a Confederate officer. You can't expect me to go begging those Yankees for anything. That's in the first place. In the second place, they wouldn't do it.
I thought for a moment that it left my mother. I thought it left me. I didn't like that. And so I had this...
General Rogers is played by actor Antonio Aguilar. In 1969, when filming, he was 50 years old, and sadly, on June 19, 2007, he passed away at the age of 88 in Mexico City, Mexico.
I shall protest this to Emperor Maximilian, sir.
We take no orders from Maximilian, Colonel Langdon. Our president is Don Benito Juárez.
No lo que él hizo. Lo que él hizo no importa. Todos nos equivocamos. Es un muchacho muy sano y muy inocente, demasiado inocente. Yo estoy seguro.
Bubba Wilkes is played by actor Jan Michael Vincent. In 1969, when filming, he was 25 years old, and sadly, on February 10, 2019, he passed away at the age of 74 in Asheville, North Carolina, USA.
Nancy. I'm too young to marry.
When a girl looks the way you do, is too young to marry.
Yeah. And that's why it's a bit hard to remember things, I'm sure. Yeah. Because you nearly died, didn't you?
Yeah.
But the doctors brought you back, thankfully.
Blue Boy is played by actor Roman Gabriel. In 1969, when filming, he was 29 years old, and now he's living out the life at the age of 82.
No, sir, but there's enough to hold them. There's something else. I rode across 2 trails. One was wagons and horses. The second trail was many riders.
Goalpost. Right. And throw at the goalpost. And if you hit the goalpost, it come back to you. So you got real accurate. If you missed it, you had to chase it off. True story.
Webster is played by actor Carey Jr. In 1969, when filming, he was 48 years old, and sadly, on December 27, 2012, he passed away at the age of 91 in Santa Barbara, California, USA.
Hello, Two Toes. How's your wife?
From that bar all the way over to the hotel, across the main street of Thornton. I'm the only guy that can cross the street alone.
Anderson is played by actor Edward Faulkner. He was 37 years old when filming in 1969, and now he's living out the life at the age of 91.
In the pot?
I'll go, sir.
No. The colonel.
My hand in the acting profession. So I finally got an agent, and I worked in any show they would cast me in. Just to
Confederate Surgeon Jeff Newby is played by actor Bruce Cabot. In 1969, when filming, he was 65 years old, and sadly on May 3, 1972, he passed away at the age of 68 in Woodland Hills, California, USA.
Ought to be right interesting.
Anything wrong, John Henry?
You won't believe it, but we've been invited to a 4th of July party.
Diaz is played by actor Carlos Rivas. In 1969, when filming, he was 44 years old, and sadly on June 16, 2003, he passed away at the age of 78 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Arrived into Mexico. All expenses paid.
Stagecoach coming.
Sorry, gentlemen. Our army needs them. Pardon me.
Anne is played by actress Marian McCargo. In 1969, when filming, she was 37 years old, and sadly on April 7, 2004, she passed away at the age of 72 in Santa Monica, California, USA.
They're leaving now, ma'am. That's Blue Boy's little surprise.
Short Grub is played by actor Ben Johnson. In 1969, when filming, he was 51 years old, and sadly on April 8, 1996, he passed away at the age of 77 in Mesa, Arizona, USA.
You know what I'd be thinking if I was you? I'd be thinking he made off with that little Reb gal. And I'd be thinking that he was just about to the Rio Grande by this time.
What is your favorite character in the movie The Undefeated, and what do you think when some actors have passed away? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you.